as people, it seems as if we don't even learn it at all.
Plenty finger pointing that happened after the elections, especially after this dialogue back.
It meets the needs of the people, or not the challenge and the way the people then look forward to for a solution.
Where did the billionaires come into the country? Instead of them paying 0%, they will pay 5% on the value.
Because the oil based subs are going to be on a two tax. And a two tax that they use for run the states.
But what is inside these budgets, we see there is going to be room for macroeconomic stability.
Good evening, viewers, and welcome to another edition of One on One, where they come to you live na Liberty Online TV. Remember, say One on One na program where Liberty Online TV design for we they look at issues them where we can don't deal with in the morning, also we can delve into and back in the evening for you get another side of the story them where we can don't look at the breakfast show. And this morning, on I know say we've been look at the theme when education, also we've been get the public relations officer for news, we been there with we for tell we waiting and think about the strike action where the lecturers them be done the pan and all the challenge them where students them be done to go through during this period. Well, to the same way they do this particular program right now, we see a release we don't come out for sure say the strike action, the lecturers them don't suspend them. Well, this nets we they can look at the welfare of the students them because the students union body suppose for the seek the welfare of students them na the different campuses them all over the country. Waiting the students union body they do for seek the welfare of the students them, especially now where we know say now where the lecturers they don't suspend and strike, it likely say then the pull time they will just know for the exams them. Now that's what they can discuss now one on one. Me where they bring this program come to you this nets. Now, Mabel Kabade say good evening and stay with me for the next 30 minutes. And with me, this next, we can talk to the public relations officer for news, where we've been get this morning at the studio.
Good evening, viewers. Me Nandu Chopele, the public relations officer, National Union of Sierra Leone Students.
Like I tell them just now, we see the lecturers them don't suspend the strike action where they go on, and we all know say after that, likely say no go say again, then go pull word na do as to when exams them get for take place. But before we can look into that particular issue, let we just know as a body knows what we don't do for seek the welfare of students them, especially we know say where college can open, some students and we stay for example from a college where in a campus can get concerns them where they can really want let the administration look into. As per on a responsibility, waiting NUS don't they do so far for students them?
First of, NUS not been in existence for like 9 years. We only succeed for bringing them back. I think some 1 year ago. So since we come back into being, we don't try and we only little way for see how best we go seek the welfare of students, like you say, and equally try for see how we go advocate for them, because student business na more of advocacy, na more of lobbying. You're not able to push things to a very large extent because you get so many drawbacks as a student. So far some of the ways that we can use now say one off we can try for engage the relevant and necessary authorities and on issues that we concern students. We see today where lecturers mount or suspend and strike force as a result of the constant engagement we don't get with the university authorities, the ministry, and some government waiting for see how best then go able for meet the demands of USI, Union of Academic Staff Association, so that they're able for like return back to the classroom so that students and we're supposed for take the exams, go take the exams peacefully, students away for complete the syllabuses or whatever, or the course outline, go do that one day effectively. So now one of the ways and that one day we since we come into existence, I mean after the 9-10 year since we come back, we never demonstrate yet as a student body. We never go on the rampage yet. Not so because we not don't get reasons for go on the rampage, but as a result of the fact, say we can want for exhaust all of the means at we disposal with constructive dialogue. If it not work now, then we can resort to that. But thankfully, it don't work over time, and it don't be productive.
Let we look at now the issue we get for do with, for example, like I've been say, students them we can want for reside na the campus them we get provision for let students then stay. This academic year now waiting at the status of them students then they.
First off, NUS na just a parent body, because you get sitting student union government them na the various campuses here. So say for instance, for my guy, then gets them president for my guy, for Abbey College, the same, my PAM, the same, and waiting. It is their responsibility first, and let's just hasten for say this, all of the sitting student union president across the country, both public and private universities and colleges, the vice president to the president and NUS. So means say whatever decision we then take at the campus level, na NUS don't take that decision there. So we only can be involved when the issue get for do it national, it gets on national flavor, or the campus student union no able for handle that issue there. Then we can come in. Then can right winner we come in. Say for instance, for Abbey College last year be the push for some with extension of the exam date so that they go able for prepare better. And then see like the administration at the time not be one for listening to them. So they write away letter and we been go and get a meeting, because we cannot we're not able for jump that administrative setup within the campus. Now the student union president for that campus for champion the issue first at local level. If you're not able, then NUS can be involved. Same way so Freetown Polytechnic some last year they arrest some 28 students during the matriculation ceremony, this club business and stuff. Then we get some crossfire, and in the process, policeman and be arrest over 28 of them. When the president could not handle that himself, he reach out to we be able to reach out to the relevant authorities, engage them, and see so we able for secure the release. So now some of them way then they equally so campuses we get hostels for less students able for each side. For instance, for Abbey College, if they get any internal issue, then pick them up with the student union president, and I believe they get the Minister of Housing. We're supposed for champion the issue. If they're not able for champion the issue now, then they can reach out to NUS. Then we can see now what they do from there.
So I don't get any concern yet from the student union body na the different campus them regarding hostels, for example.
We get issue with for Abbey College hostels. Then they get issue with electricity. Yes. The unfortunate part of the thing now say then they approach exams, like we all know now, ASA don't suspend and strike. So we are expecting exams maybe on Monday. Not even maybe, I am sure on Monday we expect exams. We mean say they're supposed for they get lights now. You need for take a walk around for Abbey College campus at after 8. Let you see how students and they use that street light just so they're able for study. Because at the end of the day, lecturers and no one for know if lights not there. They don't care. Then they write the exam just the same as person we get generate on IELTS and able for study or get other ways them. So that concern has been brought to our notice. But for now, yes, for Abbey College, they try for get the elections and waiting. So they try for see how we're able for pick it up with the Minister of Housing. And presently, they try for engage necessary authorities. We want for reach out to this solar power waiting and call this company for see how best if we're able for strike a deal with them, let them able for give you solar panels and for fix them for them now in campuses. So with or without EDSA power now, then we're able for get light.
We all know so this na age-long problems them. Yeah. Where students them don't they ask water, no go Dave, they want for use water at times, they no go get lights. And when you look at them, most of them, not even most, the students where they occupy the hostels and they cannot pay fees them, where included all of them facilities and but at the end of the day, when they can go there, they can get challenge them for let them go get the facility them. So wetin actually don't happen for change this particular notion where people always dey say you go pay your money, you go, but you don't get the facility.
Being a student, I don't get a first-hand experience of that. They're paying for something and it's just something where we don't get used to, and we can do it now effortlessly at some point, because you get some departments and some colleges where students go don't pay a fee and lecturers not even go to class for go lecture them. Yet they will come and assess them through tests, exams, and all of them things. And they are very unfortunate and sad, but I just the sad reality. Now this part of the world we offend we self, that we feel like at some point students and not forget voice, go by waiting and tell you. You small, you young force, land book, that kind of thing, all of them funny notions, and they like you put them. So of course for students within our hostels, like you don't pay their hostel fee, we're very exorbitant, because now in fact not to the college they run the hostels anymore, like Fabe College, now a private company they run the college, and students equally get the meters, individual meters when then they top up for themselves. So in fact I come for no say students forget water now, pay them, they pay the bobo them around for let them go get water for them, for do their laundry, for do their other basic stuff and all kind of things like that one day. Even though then they pay for rental, even though then they pay for lights and everything, and they are not getting all of those services. Before now, we'll be able for liaise with the outgoing president, we're able for talk to Salwako, they're able for give you 10,000 liter water, but before they imagine it be done, because students and plenty at the place and they need water. That one they be done, and for able to get them back for do the same, it's something very difficult. So it not really be easy for strike a balance between your normal life as a student and your other waiting commitment and stuff. So there are times like if you feel like okay, let them self able for patch things while we self go see what they do. But little by little we baby steps if you feel like then they be productive, and we still committed to serving the studentship of this country, and for see how best students then go get the required services where then they pay for. See say they able forget exactly what they pay for, because come to think of it, okay money for the one them way parents they pay for. If you parents they pay you fee, it can be too disturbing. But if now you ever go hustle, you come, you pay you fee. If you not get what you they pay for, it can be so heart rendering. It can be so difficult. Then it can make students not able for focus first. And it can make some man can just look at like this one, and they're not even feel again for come around the campus. Ask among students and they part of the different alumni in them from their colleges. It's so small, because while you have been student, they treat you like they don't need you again after we complete your studies, where you done whatever way you go do that kind of thing. So it's something where we really need for look into as a country, because government in, government out, this has been the case. This has always been the case, that students and they pay for services and they get them at all. Fabe College, for instance, I am acquainted with Fabe College because I don't spend some considerable time there, and other campuses, yes, I don't spend some time there, because just when we come into office, I conducted a national student story work on all of the campuses, both private and public, try for know within in the face. So we be there on a project for see how we're able to get Miller tank for campuses. We get especially hostels, so that if then tank then they, it's just a matter of we trying to get a partnership with Salwako, because we cannot get the water for free, that we know, but we been a try for see how we able to get them for maybe give you a discount. We not go bam like how other people are and considering the factory in a student, and it's just a matter of we having them now for go pump them for the students them na the tank the way they, but that did not happen as a result of some challenges and waiting, and we are still pushing for that. And we try for reach out to some private waiting for see how we're able to get support for that one day. Fabe College being successful, they're able to get tank, and some of the time they can go supply the water and everything like that. But we are still pushing for other campuses we not get it, so that then self able forget, and then self able forget water. Going honest by Koroma University, they face the same. They get hostels, they know they waiting water not there and that kind of thing, and host of other issues them we still dey linger on we by then time we suppose for don't handle them and for don't move past them.
Una na the national body. Wetin na the mode of communication or how often una dey get am with the student union body them way based na the different campus them?
All sitting student union president, na vice president to the president na knows. So there is nothing who they do they know they get an idea of. Like nothing. Because in fact we go to an extent for create a WhatsApp group outside there all day where we easily can communicate today. And of course again, some of them they part of and in fact what we did now say all of the campuses get representative we form the news cabinet.
If we take for example this strike action where then just on suspend so many students they be in limbo, they don't even know whether or not exams go for take place. Nobody tell them nothing. So man left kinda from a host go na campus, they expect say oh I forgot take exam, then they reach na campus, they find out say oh the lecturers in the strike. We mean say communication gap be on the lack.
So on Monday, enough people will actually go to campus. But before Monday, we be done to make some engagements them and we feel say the engagements and they go be fruitful because we had a discussion with the minister last week and she had assured us that then they pay on Thursday. It happened say they're able for do them on Thursday. Unfortunately, Friday was a public holiday, so there was no way they go make payment. So that one didn't be understandable. And then we try for see how best we're able for communicate that one day to students, but communicating to a disgruntled student you need for take you them. Because if you not take them, you way they communicate to them, now they end up for be the bad person and feel like you they back the people them way no one for give the waiting due them. So we want for communicate to them in a way they no go feel like this is something we not get for happen. So I think in the process they felt like no exams go day Monday because what we told them was okay, we are still trying to have a discussion with the necessary authorities and they don't promise we say then they'd make payments by Thursday. And if they do exams they happen on Monday. That was the only thing we told them because we're not being just one for puts them in that confused state. Don't tell them say exams don't get for happen on Monday and some man will just so pass we get for come go back and communicate to them say the strike action has been suspended. You guys need to start preparing for your exams and that kind of thing. And
if you just tune in, you watch One on One, where they come to you live na Liberty Online TV. And this net, we look at the students' welfare na the different campus them all over the country. Also, we talk to the public relations officer for news, where na Andrew Chupele, they tell we about waiting the national body they do for ensure say the students and welfare then seek them as think you don't campaign and win election, and then a power for represent the students them. So as we continue the conversation, one important thing we don't cover this academic year gets to do with the increment of the fees them cut across way. So plenty students they may come to them as a surprise because nobody expects say the way how they do the increments if them be they do safe enough for don't go that much because most students if you talk to them now they self the hustle for themselves and raise them fees them. As a national body news, waiting on I don't do for ensure so now look into the concerns them where the students get regarding the increments of fees.
This same statement na Liberty TV this morning during the breakfast show. Since the very day we then propose this increment in fees na the retreat we Ministry of Technical and Higher Education get, we told them this is not realistic. Plain blank. That was what we said to them. This one not realistic. And thereafter we've been getting a meeting with the minister and we've been strike some balance. So I know for call them a deal. We strike a balance where we be agree say continuing students go get an increment of 35%, while students where they come in, new students go get an increment of 30%. That kind of thing. But that one did not be happen. But we now they clinch on the notice where Ministry of Technical and Higher Education issue when they dissolve the USL court. So they say, paragraph 3 of that notice where they issue, that the USL court to go ahead and make increments in fees without the consent of the Ministry of Technical and Higher Education in the supervisory body. So there and then, those fees, those increments don't be rendered null and void. They're not for count anymore. and most of the students we don't pay fees already as a result of the already dissolved courts, then decision where they make, it means say that decision for be reversed, and then monies then they for be returned to the students then they. So that is what now we are pushing for. We don't send a letter to the Ministry of Technical and Higher Education for getting meeting with them, for pick that up with them and tell them, say, this is what you said from your notice. So it's as if una not get knowledge of the increment, and we are thankful that una not get knowledge, and it means say we balance will be strike the 30-35% balance for coming to play now this time around. So we are still, before we come back to students with words, we want for first of all get that discussion with the ministry there, and then now we can come back with what to them, say as a result of this and this, the fees they don't be reduced, or this thing not happen to the fees them. But we are pushing for a reduction in the fees. We push so very hard. Possibly the areas they will get for explore, students where they pay fees, they pay for very unnecessary things away, they get for cut down. Where the minister SSF agree saying now unnecessary charges now, and they let them just cut them down. And equally the acting vice chancellor being get for agree say now unnecessary charges them, they let them just cut them down, and we get a composite fee. We not go be so exorbitant, and students can afford that one day.
We don't be issue for most students, especially this period, where in an exams period, where we know be frustrating for them. At times you don't go through all the hustles, sit your exam, then grade no left, no can come out for you. And some of them at times can feel like they not get body where they represent for speak for them, pass then go through that again for themselves. At times either they repeat that subject, they sit and back the other year, or then go get for spend time where they not be expect say resources go into. Wetin news they do for ensure say una self engage the administration at the different college and universities for ensure say where students them can don't sit, the issue of missing grade be minimized, or at least then get rid of them.
Like I said just now, all campuses, colleges and universities I mean, get them sitting student union president where we know they jump. When you get issue of missing grade, you get issue of anything we have to do with your studies on campus. You first of all reach to your sitting student union president. We make them get the Minister of Education, and they pick that up with the exams office. If they feel like this is something where we don't try for handle and we enable for handle, because at some point, my guy, they may get issues with the exam. At that time, they may get this President Gomo pick them up with the Minister of Education, then able for settle them. They reached out to us. We go there and we go get a meeting with the exams officer, and we be able for resolve that one day. So now that kind of chain there we can follow. When you get issue, communicate to your campus president, and go communicate to the Minister of Education, and go try for handle them. If they're able for handle them now, NUS as a national body, because when they come now is a national force. Not to just the campus issue anymore. The national waiting we they come in with. So now that kind of chain we can want for follow for CC able for settle issues them amicably, and so that students can go get a very conducive learning environment.
The way students and they go to universities, them although they say we they go they focus on the focus, but also some events anyway eventually can get for happen. For example, the elections them where they can get, we know say right now, IPAM for example, FBC, then they on their campaigns, and we don't see they don't postpone the election way, for example, for them being IPAM, they don't postpone for the second term now. As the national body, waiting on they do for ensure say even though the students and they go learn, but where some of them activities and events here they happen, then still focus on the exams, then let them not allow the politics in school for overpower, because we don't hear complaints them say, for example, if in a campaign period, lectures go on, but students then go all over the place, they interrupt lectures. How they handle this? So
for NUS, we of course can try to get them for strike a balance between the two. That's major in your minor and minor in your major. Of course, the elections in a campus, it's a very good thing, because you learn leadership and everything right from there. Some of the pressures they will receive as students, leaders, them is so much that are able for beer that one day moving forward, are able for beer pressure. First off, we get the director of intercampus relations, where they work directly with the Ministry of Political Affairs in the campus there. So during election, he can be the watchman for NUS Nada campus day, and he can serve as a commissioner during the election term, because we are not blind of the fact that, say, most of the campuses, when they get elections, it is black and white stuff. This they go against this, so it can cause more tension than a forget. So we are aware of that one day, and yes, we can try for see how, because even for Abbey College they get their own election self, and just last week, and then we are even planning to get both candidates after the exams could all be sorted out. We will just try for handle this industrial strike stuff. After that, we are planning to call both candidates, get a conversation with them, so that then we all go able to get that kind atmosphere where even though na election, we don't like students them. We mean say after the elections, we get for dinner class together, we get for meet up in a cafeteria together, we get for the jam we save assignments, get for the one no but where you know but you go need them from me. So one for inculcate that spirit in them, that even though we are going against each other in an election, that don't mean say we for mount so much pressure that after the election we not cool again. So we get both candidates, we get them for preach peace together with NUS executive, so we're able for like instill that kind spirit in them that this is just election winner for some few term, and thereafter we go come back together just like how we've been there as students there.
As the public relations officer for NUS, what thing will be advised to the students them when they watch you now, especially so where we know say the exams them go resume shortly?
We get students in a team last minute we myself belong to. So team last minute, it's high time we started studying already, because we are expecting exams on Monday. We not so surprised, we expect this past Monday, and it not happen because of 1-2 issue we don't be resolved already. We are sure it has been resolved. Let me just keep the peace, because we are here, we go receive the pressure, and we go day for constructively engage the necessary authorities and see we bring on the positive result and perform the miracle them way on they expect we for perform. We there for serving, and we are committed to serving you guys.
Well, viewers, that's now the public relations officer for NUS. When I Andrew Chopele, they talk about the welfare of students, them how then and NUS don't they ensure say them work with the SU body them at the different campus them for ensure say then seek the welfare of students them. Many thanks for we don't follow Liberty Online TV throughout this period. Continue for like, share, we platform them, and continue for be parts of the family as we there so we are free, fearless, and inclusivity. Now we preach na Liberty Online TV, and we are being powered by Orange Sierra Leone. Until we meet again, Mabel Kabade, so get yourself a wonderful night and goodbye.
As people, it seems as if we not even learn it at all.
Plenty finger pointing don't happen after the elections, especially after this dialogue mark.
It meets the needs of the people, or the challenge and the way the people then look forward to for a solution.
Where did the invest come into the country? Instead of them paying 0%, they will pay 5% on the value.
Because the only place South are going to be on a two tax, and a two tax that they use for run the states.
But what is inside these budgets, we see there is going to be room for macroeconomic stability.
This is Liberty Online TV, powered by Orange Sierra.